So, we've been speaking quite a lot on this programme about the proposed new high-speed rail line from Birmingham to London. Whether you love the idea of an investment in our rail network and the ability to zip around to the countryside at 250 miles an hour, or maybe you worry about its impact on our landscape as things stand, the preferred route, of course, will affect some villages in North Oxfordshire. One campaigner has been voicing her arguments against the development in a rather unusual way, I think. Her name is Lizzy Williams, and has walked the 138 miles of the route in protest. Lizzy, hello.
Hello, Phil.
How are your legs? Have you got blisters? Your feet, are they okay?
My feet are very good because I'm ex-army and I know how to look after them, but the rest of my body is absolutely shot to pieces.
Where did you start the walk again? Which end?
It's Staffordshire, so just north of Lichfield.
So you're downhill all the way to London, in theory.
Yeah.
We've spoken to you before about this, about why you decided to do it, but just refresh us. Why decide to walk the route?
Well, personally, I wanted to see for myself what was at stake along the route, but also the further I got involved in the campaign since the 11th of March, the more I wanted to raise public awareness and try and help the people who are directly affected by this along the route at the moment.
How do you think walking it has helped them, if you see what I mean? How is this going to practically make a difference?
Well, it makes a huge difference to people who feel very isolated and not knowing what to do. To have somebody turn up on the doorstep saying, look, there is a national campaign, there are lots of people in exactly the same situation as you, we're trying to help you all work together. We need to fight this as a national issue.
And the reaction from people as you went along? What was it like?
Absolutely superb. I mean, well, I can't tell you the amount of friends that I've made with this. It's the only positive that I could think of from HS2, and that I've met some wonderful, wonderful people being put up, fed, looked after, ferried about. It's been very, very emotional. And
in some ways, we really shouldn't be surprised that people are concerned when you have something like this go straight through their land or nearby their village. It's a pretty big thing. It's a shake-up to their lives. How about people further away from it? Do you think they're as negative about it as maybe the people who live near the line?
Absolutely, because we're talking about trains at 250 miles an hour here, and they will reach a sound level of about 95 decibels. Now that is absolutely huge, and obviously it depends on topography and the wind direction whether that's going to affect you or not. We also have a lot of people in historic houses that are very, very concerned about vibration, and people don't seem to understand the scale of this. This is going to be wider than the M25. This will have a massive visual impact, apart from anything else, on our landscape.
Lizzy, I know that you have a busy week next week, because aren't you going to the Conservative Party conference?
Yes, well, I thought I was finishing today at Euston, and people were wondering why I wasn't feeling elated, but my colleagues have persuaded me to carry on up the Birmingham Spur to get to the Tory Party conference on Monday, which I've agreed to do, and I'll be very pleased to do, and hopefully we'll raise some more public awareness there.
What would you normally be doing all this time that you've been walking?
Well, I'm actually been recovering from a very nasty brain injury that I had 2 years ago, so this has been a huge challenge for me personally. I have a young son. I haven't worked for a while because of my accident and my health, but I'm horse mad. That's my big passion in life, and the countryside. But this has completely taken over my life since the 11th of March.
So some more walking to come then?
Absolutely, and we'll be protesting in Buckinghamshire tomorrow, supporting the groups down there. Philip Hammond, the Secretary of State for Transport, was due to be in Twyford tomorrow morning. He's now got concerned about the venue and moved it to Buckingham. So we'll be there at 11 o'clock with all our banners, telling him exactly what we think about HS2.
Lizzy Williams, thank you very much for that. Well done on completing the route, although I guess now not quite complete. Maybe we'll have to catch up with you again once you've completed the spur bit. Lizzy Williams, who's been walking HS2.